Do you hear that? What's that noise? Oh God, it's getting louder. That's painful. That's not a nice noise, and it sounds like it's getting louder. At this point, we might as well check it out, see what it is. This way? Okay, that's not good. That's a bad sound. That's a really dangerous sound. You know what? I'm just gonna back up. Minecraft Siren Head is definitely real, and we're out. We're not going that way anymore. We're done. Hey elites, how's it going? It's me, your guy Waddles, and welcome to a mod showcase. That's right, we're doing something a little different today. Today we're gonna dive into the really creepy Henderson Mobs mod pack. This is a mod pack that adds a couple really creepy creatures into the game. These creatures also add quite a bit of depth, a brand new type of challenge to Minecraft. It's pretty cool. If you enjoy today's mod showcase and you'd like to see me do more, let me know by dropping a like on this video. I don't usually do this type of content, but I love to make this content. Mod link down in the description. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the bell as well, and today big shout out to my guy Bees Minecraft for sending me this mod over on Twitter. The Henderson Mobs mod pack from Minecraft is a pretty small mod pack. There's only a handful of mobs in the mod pack currently, but the mobs that are here are really on point, really creepy, really awesome looking. As you can probably tell by the name of this mod pack is heavily inspired by the creations, the creepy creatures of Trevor Henderson. You know, things like Star Wars, Rise of the Skywalker. I mean Siren Head. Yeah, that sounds right. That's right, you heard me right. The long boy himself, Siren Head, is in this Minecraft mod. If you've ever wanted Siren Head in your game for some strange reason, well, then this is the one for you, but you're kind of crazy. Now, like I said, alongside the addition of Siren Head, we have some other cool mobs as well, and there's also some cool blocks and cool game mechanics. So new blocks and mechanics, let's go ahead and start here. First, we have this block right here. This is the corruption block. With this mod installed, the corruption block will generate around your world in random chunks. The corruption basically is the big problem. The corruption lets the bad creatures into your world. So basically, you're going to want to go around your world and remove the corruption. If you get rid of the corruption, you have a normal Minecraft world. You can build your house, you can do all of that kind of stuff. But if you have the corruption, monsters will eventually spawn. Now, one of those monsters that will spawn in the corruption that we'll talk about in just a minute will create fertile depravity. Fertile depravity is basically a big problem. As that monster that spawned on the corruption moves around your world, it'll turn other blocks into this stuff right here, and then this stuff will eventually turn into the depravity block. I did some testing and made a chart for you guys. The top row is the block. The middle row is the harvesting tool for the block. So for the corruption, use the shovel. For fertile depravity, use a shovel. For the depravity block, you can just use your hand, that's fine. Now, once you break those blocks, the bottom row is what you'll get. If you break corruption, you'll get corruption mess. If you break fertile depravity, you'll get deprived mess. And if you break depravity, you'll get also deprived mess. So corruption is one of the new blocks that you'll find generating around your world, and then you'll probably end up finding the depravity blocks around it, but that's not all. There's another block that'll generate around your world. The block is known as bleachstone. Bleachstone is harvested with a pickaxe. When you stand on bleachstone, it gets turned into bleach. Bleach is basically, bleach. It's white water. Now, I did a little bit of testing. Bleach can't be crafted, and unfortunately, a 4x4 space of bleach does not create an infinite source of bleach. So bleach is kind of like lava. If you want more, you're gonna have to go find more. Here we go. If we stand on bleach stone, it cracks open and turns to bleach. Now, bleach is used for getting rid of the bad blocks. If you don't want to dig them up and you'd rather just turn them back into dirt, easy. Find some bleach, pour it on the blocks, and boom, you have dirt. You can then pick up the bleach and use it again on the other bad blocks to get rid of them. Or you could just dig up those blocks, but if you dig up the blocks, you'll get these things instead. If the bad creatures get out and ruin your world, having bleach is probably going to be a whole lot easier than just digging up a whole field. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of mess. That's really bad. And all over this field, you can see a bunch of the first creature that we're actually going to check out. Okay, elites, now the creatures, and I must warn you, some of these creatures are straight up disturbing. They're creepy. Okay, they're not that bad, but yeah, the creature time. Creature number one is one of those straight up disturbing, terrifying creatures. Oh, okay, it's not really that bad at all, actually. It's like a little person that crawls on the ground and makes a mess everywhere. This creature is known as the Crawler. On the Trevor Henderson wiki, the closest thing that I could find of this creature is something known as the Crawling, but I think that's a fan-made creation. For the purpose of this video, though, we'll assume the crawler, this thing over here, if you could stop crawling away from me, we're gonna assume the crawler is based off of the crawling. If that's the case, then the crawler is the spirit of something that is long gone that wants revenge on the world. It sounds like the crawler's a nice person. In this mod pack, the crawler is going to be both your biggest problem, but also not a problem at all. Crawlers have a tendency to accidentally drown themselves. Yeah. They're not the brightest, and they're also not the strongest. They do a little bit of damage, but your sword does a little bit more damage to the crawler. 2 hits with a diamond sword, the crawler is gone. The reason the crawler is such a big problem, though, is because of the mess that it's making. So all of this stuff back here, this is the bad stuff. If I'm understanding everything correctly, basically this stuff is going to allow more crawlers and other bad creatures to spawn. The other bad creatures are a lot more dangerous. If you manage to take out a crawler, you'll actually be rewarded with a little bit of deprived mess. In your world, you'll find crawlers spawning around corruption, then crawling around and making fertile depravity, which will eventually turn into just plain old depravity. Then you'll end up finding more crawlers spawned in that depravity, which is just wonderful. And if you don't get them under control, this is what your world is going to look like. And they're going to be everywhere, and it's going to be a big problem. And then you'll get other creatures spawning too. And then you'll just probably end up quitting and making a new world, because your world has been completely ruined. And sure, you can spill bleach everywhere, but then it's all just dirt, so what's the point at that point? Yeah, crawlers, they're weak, but they create a big mess, they make a big problem, so you'll probably want to take care of them. Crawlers, like all of the other creatures in this mod pack, do not like other mobs. They will attack them, but they're okay with the other creepy monsters. They're cool, but a Minecraft chicken, no way, those are a problem. Okay, next mob. Mob number 2 is known as the Creeper. Pretty straightforward in terms of Minecraft terms, but this creeper is nothing like the normal Minecraft creeper. Now, this mob will do a lot of damage. It's very strong. I'll show you in a minute, but thankfully, this creature does not explode. On the Trevor Henderson wiki, I actually couldn't really find much on this thing, so maybe this is an original creation, sort of a nod to Minecraft with just this cool texture, this cool model. I'm not too sure. The mob is very, very fast, though. So, if we go ahead and put a chicken in here, we will find out eventually that the creeper is not okay with chickens. Now, the chickens really just symbolize other Minecraft mobs. If I put a villager in there, same thing would happen, unfortunately. A cow, same thing. Creepers, just like the crawlers, don't like the normal Minecraft mobs, so you'll want to keep them away from your dogs, away from your cats, everything like that, as long as you want to keep them at least. Creepers have an interesting drop. If we take our sword and get rid of the creeper, we'll get rotten flesh. Okay, I don't recommend doing this in survival, but for the sake of testing, we'll go ahead and walk over here, walk up to the creeper. Eventually, the creeper should notice that I'm just chilling in here, in its cage, and I think it should attack me. Hey, buddy, you know I'm in here. What are you looking at? Anything? Okay, well, we'll go ahead and swing at the creeper, and the creeper's not happy anymore. It does a little bit of damage. No explosion, though, but the hits come pretty quickly, so you're going to want to be careful. Yeah, I guess the creepers don't mind me being around them too much, though, right now, which is kind of cool, but once you... Okay, back up. Once you hit it, once it realizes you're there, it's going to attack you, and it's going to attack quick, so just be ready. In all honesty, because of how quickly these creatures move, it's probably best to just use a bow, a ranged weapon to take them out. They don't have a whole lot of health, so just standing far away and not even letting them near you is probably going to be best. But considering the fact that they're not that strong, you could run up and hit them with a sword, or maybe even the subscribe shovel as well. What does that mean? No clue. Next mob. This next creature is seriously big bad. It's a lot of trouble. This mob is fast, it's creepy looking, and it's strong as well. This creature is known as Chickenhead. Now, on the Trevor Henderson wiki, the closest thing that I could find to this is Chicken Ghost, which is a pretty strange looking human chicken creature. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. No clue. According to the wiki, Chicken Ghost doesn't like anybody or anything that eats chicken or chicken products. So eggs, you're gonna have a big problem with that creature. Now, I don't know if this is really meant to be Chicken Ghost. It doesn't exactly look the same, but either way, this creature is really, really creepy. Now, just like all of the other creatures that we've taken a look at so far, it doesn't like the other Minecraft mobs, even chickens. So that kind of makes me think this isn't exactly Chicken Ghost, because Chicken Ghost likes chickens, and this doesn't like chickens at all. It's just kicking them and and taking them out instantly on sight. Yeah, it's pretty strong, one-shotting all of the chickens. This creature is much more aggressive than the creeper. It is waiting at the gate for me. So you know what? We're just do that way. Yep, it takes a lot of health away, and it's quick, but it doesn't hit you quickly. Hey, the gate was closed. You're cheating. You're cheating. You're cheating. That's not how that works. Get back in here. Okay, no touching this time. No touching this time. Exactly what I thought. That's what I thought. Because of this creature's strength, you'll probably want to stand a ways away from it and take it out with like a bow or something, because it's strong. Thankfully, it doesn't have all that much health. If you take the creature out, sometimes you'll be rewarded with some deprived mess. If you have a plain old diamond sword, it's going to take 5 hits, non-critical hits, to take out Chicken Head. So yeah, just be careful. Like I said, probably a bow. A bow is just going to work a whole lot better. With sharpness 5, though, of course, things are going to be sped up a little bit. 3 hits. No clue how good netherite would be against these creatures, because unfortunately, this mod is only updated for Minecraft 1.12.2. I wish mods would update. That would be pretty cool. Just saying. Now, Chicken Head is a creature that I've noticed spawning somewhat frequently. I've seen a fair amount of Chicken Head in this world. Chicken Head usually seems to spawn on the corruption block, but sometimes I've also seen it spawning on the depravity block as well. So these creatures kind of work hand in hand. The crawlers go and make the depravity block, and then Chicken Head just starts to spawn every once in a while. But thankfully, there isn't any over here right now. Finally, unlike the crawler, the Chicken Head creature can actually deal with water. It doesn't just go in the water and drown, it knows how to float. So, great, you're not even safe in the water. And so, elites, we've made it. We've finally made it. This is the moment that you've all been waiting for. The star of the show today, the big bad, the long boy himself. This creature has become a bit of a star lately, a bit of a meme legend, but at the same time, it's not a joke. It's pretty serious. Would you say hello to Siren Head? But definitely say hello politely, because this mob is tall and it's bad. It is not nice at all. I mean, take a look at that creature. When compared to that pig right there, it's gigantic. Now, you hear that siren? Yeah, unfortunately, it's actually not real. I edited that in to make it look cooler. As of Early Access version 3, the version that I'm recording this video in, Siren Head and all of the other mobs have no sounds quite yet. So this right here is Siren Head. We have a super tall, long body, arms that are way too long for the creature, and then of course, as the name says, sirens for the head. Now this version of Siren Head has sirens on its head that appear to have teeth in them, so that's great. If you're unaware, to catch you up to speed with Siren Head is a 40-foot tall humanoid creature that looks like some kind of monster out of your nightmares. The creature is very dangerous. According to legend, to hunt, this creature will sort of blend into the environment and wait for the perfect moment. If being a 40-foot tall humanoid creature with arms that are way too long for its body and a siren for its head wasn't creepy enough, to make things even worse, this creature can mimic voices that are familiar to its victims. So yeah, your friend, Siren Head, could just mimic the voice. It'll be really loud, but it could mimic the voice to lure you over to it, and then boom, it gets you with its crazy long arms. Now, thankfully, most of that stuff is just the legend. It's not in this mod pack. Instead, in this mod pack, Siren Head is just like a crazy strong boss. If you get too close to it, you're gone pretty much instantly. I'll go ahead and show you just once. Just to show you. You see Siren Head is right there. Yep, and now Siren Head is, it's way over there somewhere. Yeah, so obviously up close you're not going to stand a chance against Siren Head, so you're definitely going to need to have a bow for this one, and probably a good bow as well, because Siren Head has a lot of health. This is pretty much a boss mob. Like, it's going to take a long time to get rid of Siren Head, even with this bow that is pretty good. Unbreaking 3 power, 5 flame, and infinity. This is a good bow, and as you can see, I've sunk in quite a few shots into this thing, not missing at all. The poke bow, okay, I missed 1 shot. The poke bow is really good, but yep, it just doesn't matter. Siren Head is crazy strong. In fact, it is so strong, it has so much health that I am not going to stand here and just keep shooting it until it's gone. You're just going to have to trust me. It takes a lot to get rid of it. Thankfully, though, when you do get rid of it, you'll be rewarded with a bunch of experience, so that's pretty cool. This creature is definitely way stronger than the Wither, way stronger than the Ender Dragon, stronger than any vanilla Minecraft boss. And yeah, if you run out of arrows and you try and get up close to the thing, you're just gonna have to be really careful. As soon as the arms actually do manage to hit you, you're gone. It's game over. Very nice. Oh, and I respawned next to some crawlers. That's nice, but thankfully I'm in water. How do you feel about that, buddy? You're probably not going to like it for very much longer. You can just go away. So long story short, Minecraft Siren Head, big problem. Stay away from the creature. It is very, very dangerous and very, very bad. But Siren Head does have one weakness. Siren Head doesn't like bleach. If you pour bleach on Siren Head or any of the other monsters in this pack, then they're going to take some damage actually, which is actually a pretty effective way to get rid of Siren Head. If you can somehow trap Siren Head in an area, or if Siren Head just decides to not move like these Siren Head right over here, then they're just going to take a bunch of damage in the bleach and eventually get removed from the world. So bleach might actually end up being your secret savior. Who would have thought? But that's actually going to be just about it for the Henderson mod pack as of beta 3. So this mod is currently in development. It hasn't received an update in quite some time, but maybe, just maybe, elites, if you send the creator of this mod enough love, maybe the creator will come back to it and revive it and continue working on it, because this mod is really, really cool. Anyways, if you enjoyed the showcase, let me know and do the video a favor by leaving a like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed quite yet. If you'd like to see more mod showcases, definitely drop a mod that you think I should check out down in the comments below. I love mods like this one, so if you know of one like this, definitely let me know about it. Today, I'd like to send a big shout out to my patrons, Bad Andy, 925, and Skelly Wampus. Thank you both so much for the support. It's been me, your boy Waddles. Until next time, stay fresh. Goodbye, everybody.